everybody who are watching this video. My name is Raul Speek. I am an artist from Cuba. I born in Guantanamo, Cuba in 1958 with the beginning of the Cuban Revolution. And some of the images you are seeing is me doing workshop. I love teaching. I have been teaching since I was about 12 years old for different reasons than my brothers, my sister, three sisters, and 8 brothers. I was the youngest and I had to babysit for them. And then, children, you have to find some work to keep them busy. I found out in later age that I was very good. I enjoyed to be in the classroom teaching and see how people learning. I love to see the process of how another human being could learn in anything. I grew up, we mainly in Cuba, we almost people say everybody in Cuba is a musician in one way or another, or dance, or singer, similar to the Welsh people. It's very funny that I'm living now in Wales, quite similar to Cuba in many ways for the music and the singing. I has been educated in between two big spaces, you can say. In Cuba, used to be a group of artists, the old school who have an European education based in Paris or in Italy. And we are other group of the artists, more younger generation, we are studying in New York, who was influenced by the abstract movement, non-figuration movement. But with the beginning of the communism in Cuba, all around the world, the gap widened, and it's a dark chapter there that I like to address sometime in the future, which is what happened during the Cold War. And those artists, some of them decide to go to Cuba, some of them decide to stay in Cuba in silent. I was very lucky that I meet a lot of the artists, and between like René Portocarrero, Raul Martinez, and many, many other artists. And it's very sad to say that some of them they were divided into groups like the Afro-Caribbean influence, main sculptor, people who do sculpture and wood carving, and with Afro-Cuban influenced by Wilfredo Land, who influenced me a lot. But my first influence was by a neighbor artist called René Portocarrero. He introduced me to Raul Martinez and also everybody who do art in Cuba in a very serious manner. And I used to go to knock at the door of different artists. And anybody who I knew was an artist, Chocolate, Nelson, Thomas Sanchez, Eve Fonseca, Chocolate, and there's another artist who I really admire, Pedro Pablo Oliva, absolutely amazing artist. But I just was desperate to learn something for anybody pay attention to my work. And for that reason, my work, as you see in this image, is very varied. I just was desperate to learn to know how to paint anything. I don't care what it was, how to use a brush and digesting and assimilating everything. And in one way, Cuba is one of the typical things about Cuban people, especially my generation. During the 90s, to be a movement of young artists contemporary with Jose Vedia, Arturo Cuenca, Ricardo Rodriguez Bray, and many. But I was very mingling with them, but I was really looking for some. And until today, I live here in Wales, where it's very more peaceful and quiet for me to work. I'm still looking for some I really don't know what art is really, why human beings do art. And then I do believe that probably mainly today I'm 58 years old around, and I have got this hinge of probably have suspicion what art is. And this is what I would like to talk about in this video or in the next video. Despite I think art have nothing to do with people's taste. Or I don't think art have nothing to do we making people happy, other people happy. And then art is something we have no idea what it is until somebody say, look at what I done. And then your body and your senses, not even your knowledge of art will tell you what art is. Just your body will tell you, your senses will tell you what art is. It's a very boring idea to say that we know what art is, and we know what music is, we know what poetry is. And this, today I come at the conclusion that it's probably in that line, and this is what I'm trying to pursue. But in order to pursue that, I had to find down who I am and look back what I done before, what I did, and who I am. And the older you grow, the most you're learning to see yourself and realize who I am. And probably for me, the art is an exercise to help me to realize, to rediscover who I am and what is a human being. What we all here. It's why I believe that nobody knows exactly, because nobody have got any clue what's going on. And art help you to meditate into those dark and answer questions, and we all desperate to know. And that's the beauty of the art. And I do believe that it's a miracle. One of the miracles who I really understand as a miracle is the miracle of art or create. It's like when you see a band playing music and there are 4 or 5 or more than 2 artists, and they will begin this music, they rehearse it for days. But even then they know the music in the head, and they rehearse the music in the head. In the beginning they go 1, 2, 3, and I go, I wonder why they doing that. And then it's kind of ritual that we are all in the same idea, we go for the same thing, we are in a journey together to discover what we can do. And I play music, and the only joy I have got in music is to see what happens when you make the music live. And then art is around I just throw a lot of the image there too, because I don't know exactly what you want to see. I just put some image to, and maybe some video, and sooner or later we realize what it's all about. And it's really to experiment and to figure out why people do not want to accept art for what it is. Why everybody have a preconceived agenda behind. I mean, I don't care. Maybe it's not important for you, that question, but if you are an artist, you have to look and think why people do not accept the art for what it is. Because the quest is some kind of contribution that we have no idea, we have no clue. And I believe that you began from that point where you don't know what's going on. I suppose it's like people say a blank slate where you can write or push anything, and then the older I get, I believe that's where art really is. Go there and look and show people where you think that art is. I hope you enjoy the video. I have more material on YouTube, music, but I wonder if I could carry on and make it more interesting as we go, and put a few examples of art who I grew up with and how I grew up in Cuba during the communismo. It's a book you can buy. Something's called Child Revolution. Maybe it's not a good idea. But I seen I grow, and people feel very scared about the title. But I'm honest, this is the history of my life, and I'm really trying to look for something. I'm doing that video because I have no idea what's going on either. And everything who happened in the art today around the world, it's like everybody running around. And I wonder what really is the problem, or is a problem whatsoever, or have any meaning or at all to be an artist today. And then catch you in the next video, and I hope you understand my English. Contact me, you have an idea or any inquiry. Enjoy the video. Thank you very much.